Today is the day we turn Chocolate Treasures into Pick a Mix Station. I'm going to attempt to document the whole thing, which is probably going to slow me down about 50%, but hopefully it'll be worth it so you guys can see exactly what it's like when you have a project and you work on it. There will probably be ups, there will probably be downs, but hopefully by the end of the day we should have a fully functional Pick a Mix Station. Job number one, I've had a call from our supplier and the signage is ready to collect, so I'm going to go and collect it now and I will show you. And here we are, Staffordshire Signs and Graphics, ready to collect the signage. Hello, it's Dan at Chocolate Treasures, just come to collect my signs. Thank you, cheers, bye bye. Hello, you alright?
Yes, thank you.
Yes, very good. Very excited.
That one.
Amazing.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Ta-da.
There we go then. That is the signage collected. All there, and there. I'll show you more later. If you haven't already, drop us a follow. Very nervous about this experience because it's something we've never done before, but essentially we want to turn this, predominantly that rack in there, which has got to be moved over to this side, into a pick and mix station. You saw in the last part we collected the signage, which is there, and oh crap, I'm gonna break it. We've done a lot of the planning beforehand already, so we've got the bottles made and stickered, and then the spare ones, so we've got one to wash and one to wear there. We've bought the sweets, which are all there, which are ready to go in the containers, which is happening today. We've got cups and lids, which look something like that, which you will fill up with your own sweets in a small and a large. The signage is done. I think we've got everything. So it's just a case now of piecing it all together if we've done our measurements right. And by our measurements, I mean my measurements, and I'm terrible at DIY, so here we go. If all goes to plan with the pick and mix station, it should be a case of there'll be lots of jars on here and you can become the sweet shop owner. So we'll give you a cap if you want to wear one, an apron if you want to wear one. It'll be hung up, there's no pressure to do that. And you'll get your scoops and you'll fill up your own pots, but it'll be done sweet shop style. So if it works, because we don't know if it's gonna, it could be a logistical nightmare. It could work, who knows. My next phase now is to clear off the shelves and get it ready for the switch around. So we've encountered problem number one. I added some hooks onto that one, which will become the pick and mix station, and they were going to hook over, and already it's broken. Now I don't think I can weld it on, or could I? Has anybody got a welder that they can just come and weld it together for me? But yeah, that's broken. So we're now down to two. Fun times. Right, next job now then is to get these switched over and in their rightful place, but we're going to do a bit of dusting and cleaning at the same time because there's probably dust behind here, so we'll see. Now we're just deciding whether or not we need to paint them or not, because it's not very often the shelves get to this point. So do we paint them and freshen them up, or do we leave it? We've decided to paint them. They don't come out of retirement very often, so we've decided it's time to paint. Now as you can see by my lovely attire, we're going to paint these. So I've just masked them off with some parcel tape. I really hope it doesn't pull the wax off. Hopefully not. But we're going to paint them. We're going to make them look a bit fresher. I'm going to knock the CT off here, paint over it, and then we can put our signage up, and we've got some other core bits as well, and then I'll paint these ones after too. So here goes. So we're going for Luxury Delaware matte paint. It's about 5 years old, so it doesn't look the best, but hopefully it will apply okay. So we're pretty much painted now. It is not my finest work, but hopefully it looks a bit, you can't really see in this light, but hopefully it looks a bit fresher. I've got the aircon on, so it's drying just as quick as I'm applying it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it'll do. Pretty much at the moment going to ignore these two and do them after and just focus on this one, because this one I've got to add the signage to it, clean it all. I'll get this in place. I'll deal with those two afterwards. We've got our board, which is made using Foamex, and the plan is, see where those doors were there, is to put this Foamex stuff onto the doors that are down there. I've never done anything like this before, so here goes. This is like 60-minute makeover, but over about 6 hours. But technically about 3, because 3 of them I'm just spending editing videos to show you exactly what I'm doing. It's probably totally counterproductive, but I want you to see it. And in theory, I should be able to draw around the door, cut it out and stick it on. I probably should have just used a wrap, but now we've only got one shot to get this right, because I ain't buying another one. So that's them all cut to size. I've now got to stick them on and put the handles back on. So there we go, that's the Foamex in. It's not, I haven't painted in there, so please ignore that. It's not amazing, but all the drawers work. It's a little rough around the edges, but it's my first time trying it, but I think it looks effective. Now it's time to put the sign up. I've put the sign up, I've put that up, I'm just screwing the hooks on, and then I've got to work on these ones here, and hopefully it's coming together. We're getting somewhere now. Sorry about the mess I look. Cleared the space, I've painted them all. It's not amazing, but it will do. I've put them back. I've got to put the CTs back on there, but I want to paint them gold again. That is ready for pick and mix sweets, and everything else is ready to go back on display. However, I've just made a mess everywhere else now, so I'm going to start cleaning. Right, here we go then. Time to fill her up. And there we go, that's the next phase. All the jars are on. Now I do think we're going to be adjusting them a lot, so I need to figure out a way of doing that. Maybe if I put a bar behind it so the bottles can't go all the way back. It's not so bad with the top shelf, but with the bottom shelf it can go right back there. But what do we think so far? Now I've put the jars on though, I am going to move up this, because if you go down to a smaller person's level, can't really see the prices, but I've got that much space to play with, so I'm going to move it up slightly. So there we go, moved it up, just so now when somebody's lower down, they can actually see the prices. I think I'm finally done. So this is the final part of Pick a Mix Station. I'm so tired. Chocolate Treasures. There it is in all its glory. So we've wrapped the front with some Foamex. We've got all the sweets there. Since you've last seen, I've added some little bars at the back, so you can't push the jars back too far. I think that's important because we're going to spend ages adjusting them otherwise. Cap and apron, so if you do want to cap and apron and have a little picture whilst you're doing your pick a mix, it's there for you as well. Oh, another thing which occurred to me as well is, where do you put your cup when you're filling up? So I've created a little cup station, so it now means that you can put your cup on there, you can grab your jar, you can fill it up, you can use the tweezer, the tongs, or you can use the scoop. I would probably say the tongs would be better, and you can fill it up. So I think I'm done. I say I'm done. I have now got to fill up the cabinet, fold selection flyers, fill up the shelves, print the mail orders. But in terms of pick a mix station, there you go. Thank you for coming along for the journey. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know if it's going to work in the jars. I know it's not the normal plastic ones that you can get, the lift up lids. Simply, they were like 30 quid each. They were so expensive, and I don't want to do it unless this works and you actually want sweets. So there we go.